All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a sincere salutation to the Akim pushing this truth and sincerity, Bashim Rokak Wadash. This video is going to be entitled, Nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. Because blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. Okay, and what inspired me to make this video was, the fact that the brothers, okay, in my camp, Great Millstone, Arizona, basically did a rebuke on this guy Harmon, and I went to his page this morning. That brother came back. He clapped back, so to speak, with another video, and I just said to myself, man, this guy sits in the seat of the scornful, man. And you don't want to do that. You want to be blessed, and a man that is blessed, he doesn't walk, according to the advice of the ungodly, and that man, he's ungodly, man, because if he was godly, then he would have the wisdom and he would have the application, of the wisdom to walk uprightly and know how to deal. Okay. But obviously a sinful man cannot be reproved. Okay. And, a blessed man, he's not going to stand in the way of sinners. He's not going to stand by sinners. He's going to get up from around sinners. Okay. Why? Because he knows that, okay, being around sinners, he could be enticed to sin and do things, that are not profitable, okay, for your walk or for, your life period. Okay. So yeah, this guy, he very much sitteth in the seat of the scornful, man, because, he scorns on the doctrine. He scorns on a lot of men, okay, who really don't know what a lot of men he's talking about. But that just goes to show you, okay, that he's not blessed right now. The Lord's, if he doesn't repent, the Lord's about to take his candle, stick out, he's about to blow out his light. But his delight is in the law of Yahweh, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. All right. So a blessed man, he's going to meditate, in the law day and night. He's going to, and it's going to be delightful, it's going to be a joy, it's always a joy too, to get into these scriptures and know how to deal, and know what way to take, what path to take, because these scriptures will really guide you, okay, to be prosperous, man. Okay. And he shall be planted like a tree planted by the rivers of water, right? And you want to be planted, man, firmly rooted, okay, with your roots, reaching, into the waters, and that's a metaphor for this truth. You want to be planted by the rivers of water, right? You want the truth to be, at reach, okay, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season, right? And in due time, you get exalted, you bring forth believers, you put out videos, you do lessons, you do works, you do, the high holy days, you do things, okay, that are pleasing into the sight of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai. You show actions, you bear fruit in your season, in time. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper, right? His leaf also shall not wither, right? You won't be you won't be dry. You'll always be watered. You'll always have the living waters. You'll always have the truth. Why? Because you're not around sinners. You're not walking to the wicked purposes of other people, and you definitely are not scornful. You're definitely not just uh, uh bitter, you know and mocking. You don't want to be a mocker. You don't want to be a scoffer, a scorner. Okay. because that's opposite of what this truth is really about. Okay, you want to prosper, you don't want to wither away. But you got guys that like that dude, Harmon one. I'm gonna say his name straight out. Hey, his leaf is he's withering, man, so to speak. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Yeah, that dude is not prospering in the spirit. Okay, according to the doctrine, according to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man, we see that dude's withering away, man. And if you don't repent, the Lord's about to take his candle out. It goes on to say, the ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. You see, the chaff, okay, that part of the wheat that's not consumable. It gets beaten and it gets driven away with the wind. So that's how the ungodly are. You don't want to be, in that stead, man. Let's look at this word ungodly. Wicked, criminal, guilty one guilty of crime. Wicked, hostile to God. You see, wicked, guilty of sin against God or man. Right? You don't want to be sinning against man or Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But look what it says here: hostile to the Most High. That dude is hostile, man. That dude can't calm down for 1 minute, man. Always doing these videos of who's not in the spirit, who's a demon, spies, dudes that are infiltrating, dudes that ain't right, dudes this, dude. Bro, you're hostile. Okay?
Strong's H7563. Rasha. Rasha.
What does it say here? Let's go back. What does it say here? Morally wrong. Concretely. Bad person, condemned, guilty, ungodly, wicked man that did wrong. A man that did wrong. You don't want to be like that. Why? Because you're going to get driven away. You'll be a castaway. Therefore, the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. Okay? Right. The ungodly's not going to stand. They're going to have nothing to stand on. Why? Because they sat in the seat of the scornful, man. And they were in the midst of sinners. You got a lot of Israelites like that, man. And I pray, me myself, that I never, fully be given over into that. Because, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm just saying, it's better to not sit in the seat of the scornful, man. That bitterness really can defile you. It tells you that in Hebrews, the 12th chapter. What? Let me get it real quick. Hebrews 12. Right, you want to prosper. Let's see. Let's go back. Hebrews 12:15. Looking diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of the Most High, lest any root of bitterness, right? Then we speak about planted. You want to be planted, by the water, like a tree planted by a river, where its roots are close to the water. They grow deep into the soil, and they're watered very easily. Okay, that's how we want to be. Lest any root of bitterness. You don't want to be a root of bitterness. It's all dried up and bitter. There's no water going through. There's just bitter. Okay, let's look up this word bitter. You don't want to sit in the seat of the scornful, man. You want to be able to be teachable. Be able to be corrected.
Strong's G 4088. Pekria.
Bitter gall, extreme wickedness, a bitter root, and so producing a bitter fruit. Yeah, a bitter fruit, like a rotten fruit. Metaphor: bitterness, bitter hatred. Wow. And that dude, he kept talking about, dudes got hate in their heart. Man, listen, bro. The scriptures say, out of the mouth, okay, cometh what you have inside, roughly paraphrasing. And you're talking about hatred all the time. So guess what? You're the one who's bitter. You're the one who's hating. Okay? Lest any root of bitterness spring up trouble you, and therefore many be defiled. Right? You know, any bitter hatred trouble you, and then you become defiled. You don't want that, man. You know, this guy seems to think that, it's the other way around. No, my man, you got it twisted. Okay? See? Psalms 1 and 3. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Right? You want things to prosper. You want your fruit to grow. You don't want it to get bitter, okay, and not be, pleasant, you know. Psalms 1 and 5. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. You see? Sinners in the congregation of the righteous. Sinners are not going to stand in the congregation of the righteous, man. Dudes going off doing, whatever they want, thinking that this is just free reign to just, run amok. You got to learn your balance. You got to know when you're not doing what is according to the scriptures, man. You have to have discipline. You got to learn how to take L's. Got to be rebuked. Got to learn from rebukes. You got to grow. You got to want to grow. But a sinful man cannot be reproved, man. And you get hardened by the deceitfulness of wickedness, man, of sin. And then you produce bitter fruit, and you're not going to stand in the congregation of the righteous. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For Yahweh knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. You see, blessed is he, man. Okay? Blessed is he who doesn't sit in the seat of the scornful. Lord willing, this is edifying, Shalom.